Each scene unfolded with him applying physical therapy to his face, each punch causing him to spit out all the blood. He punched him as though to vent his anger, having witnessed his wife being devoured by those monsters. Tianchen and Luo Lan could only stand outside, witnessing this scene. After a while, he had descended to the netherworld court. Gao Fei's father, at this point, also stopped, his tears soaking his shirt. He could only groan, mourning for his late wife, "It's all your fault, you're useless." Luo Lan, seeing this, spoke up, "It seems like he's remembered now." He then reminded her, "Be quiet, we need to find Gao Fei and gather." She ran over to help him back. By this time, the sun had begun to rise. Gao Fei, with the light shining into his eyes, slowly regained consciousness. Lying on the bed, he wondered, "Where am I?" Next to him, someone was sitting by the bed. He turned his head in surprise. It was none other than his father, the one he had always longed for. He shouted loudly, "Dad!" Hearing the familiar voice, his father rubbed his eyes and murmured, "Xiao Fei." He rushed over to grasp his son's hand and said, "Xiao Fei, you're finally awake." The two of them continued like that, one calling the other father, and the other calling the other son. They embraced each other tightly and shared their love. He immediately asked his father, "This is great, you're still alive. Did Fatty Wei do anything to you? You were seriously injured, has the beggar sect dealt with it yet?" His father then explained to him what he had been through. "Seeing you wake up, I can finally relax. Luckily, you had two good friends, your mother's grudge has been avenged." At that moment, Luo Lan brought in some water and food and spoke up, "Brother Tianchen was right, you really have woken up." Gao Fei turned to call out, "Luo brat." She put the food down and said, "You're hungry, aren't you? Eat something." Gao Fei smiled faintly and thanked her. She happily replied, "It's nothing, just something I should do." His father spoke again, "You've been unconscious for 3 days. I was afraid you wouldn't wake up." Gao Fei was about to take a bite of the cake but had to shout, "It's been 3 days?" He then asked, "Where is this place?" His father answered, "A hotel. It's been abandoned, so we made use of it. We found these things in the hotel kitchen." "Impressive, huh?" He then snorted, "So that's how it is." A low voice suddenly echoed, "You're really too emotional." Gao Fei immediately shouted, "Tianchen." He walked up and continued, "Didn't I tell you? You should only use Abila as a last resort." He then explained, "At that time, I found out that he was the one who killed my mother. I just couldn't hold back." He added, "Forget it. Luckily, you've always been practicing breathing exercises. The resistance to the virus has already reached a high level. By the way, I still haven't asked, where did all those spots on you come from?" The other person blushed deeply and said, "Ah, that." Tianchen immediately spoke up, "Don't be shy, where exactly did those spots come from?" He turned his face away, puffed out his cheeks, and said, "Right here." Tianchen kept teasing and asked, "Where exactly?" This made the other person shout loudly, "It's right here, the man's place." Upon hearing this, Luo Lan and Tianchen were both stunned. They puffed out their cheeks and tried to hold back their laughter, but they eventually couldn't control themselves and burst out laughing. "A Fei, you're truly a talent." "Ha ha." Luo Lan laughed so hard that he hugged his stomach, "Really, you're like a rare herb, your face is so red from embarrassment." He blushed deeply and snapped, "Stop laughing." Tianchen, on the other hand, was laughing so hard that tears streamed down his face, saying, "This is the first time I've seen you like this. Once you're fully recovered, I'll help you out." Gao Fei, annoyed, retorted, "I don't need your help." Seeing them joking around like this, Gao Fei's father felt a bit reassured. He then called out, "Xiao Fei, you kids keep talking, I'm going back to my room." Gao Fei quickly responded, "Yes, Dad." He walked toward the door but glanced back. There was a hint of sadness in his eyes. However, seeing his son laughing and chatting happily with his two good friends, he couldn't help but smile contentedly. At this point, both Gao Fei and Luo Lan sat down to meditate. Tianchen spoke up, "It's almost time. Hearing this, both of them opened their eyes. He then commented on each of them individually. Luo brat, your body has taken another step forward, but your ability hasn't awakened yet. She lowered her head and said, yeah, I feel like my body is changing more and more. Tianchen continued, as for Fei, your training on the antivirus still needs improvement. He nodded seriously in response, She then asked curiously, so, what about you, Tianchen? What level have you reached now? He was startled and asked again, me? Then he raised his hand and pondered, according to the plan, I should be reaching level 20 soon, but the result has dropped by 2 levels. If I encounter someone as strong as Fatty Wei again, I won't be able to handle it. Gao Fei, spinning beside him, was in awe and stood there hesitating for a while. Tianchen also noticed something strange about him, so he turned to ask, Fei, what's wrong with you? He was rubbing his hands together and asked, Tianchen, can you teach my dad breathing exercises? He replied, of course I can. If you hadn't been unconscious, I would have already taught Gao uncle breathing exercises. Gao Fei shouted in joy, really? Tianchen smiled and confirmed again, we're brothers. Then the 3 of them went to the room and knocked on the door. After knocking for a long time without any response, Gao Fei knocked harder and yelled, Dad, open the door. It's Xiao Fei, Dad, it's me, Xiao Fei. Seeing something odd, he pushed Gao Fei aside and rushed forward. He kicked the door, and the force caused the door to fly off. But the scene that greeted their eyes was a bit unusual, leaving them both staring in shock, mumbling, This. Gao Fei stood frozen in place, unable to utter a single word. The 2 people rushed forward to observe more closely. What a tragic scene it was. The father and son had only just reunited not long ago, and now, in front of Gao Fei, hung the cold, lifeless body of his father, who had long since taken his own life. The world before Gao Fei's eyes was now shrouded in gray. He had just lost his mother not long ago, and now, his father as well. His eyes, which had barely dried from the last tears, were once again washed with sorrow. He fell to his knees, screaming his father's name. Tianchen and Luo Lan could only stand beside him, offering what little comfort they could. Suddenly, Luo Lan found something in an envelope. It turned out to be the suicide note that the father had written to his son. He picked it up and began reading, his tears falling freely. In the letter, the father wrote, This world is changing too quickly, making it impossible for me to go on living any longer. Perhaps I should have died at the fangs of the monsters, or fallen to the bullets. If you hadn't saved me, I truly wouldn't have made it this far. Before you arrived, I had witnessed too much bloodshed, brutality, and death. I have always been waiting for the chance to see you one last time. Now that you have such great power and good friends, I am happy and at peace. Tears kept streaming down his cheeks. This is just a broken watch that your father deeply cherished. It is also the engagement gift from your mother and me. I leave it to you as a keepsake, carry it with you and live on. Xiao Fei, cherish the friends around you. Your father is old now, I can no longer support you. Gao Fei continued to kneel before his parents' tombstone, crying in sorrow. He carefully remembered his father's words and vowed to live strong. He struggled to stand up and said determinedly, Let's go. Tianchen called his name, as if offering him encouragement. Gao Fei asked him urgently, What is this world like? Killing, betrayal, cruelty, danger everywhere. Will we always live in this world? Tianchen took a drag from his cigarette and replied, To be honest, I don't know. The world has turned into this, and I am powerless to change it, don't even know how to change it. Some people choose to let fate take its course, leaving safely, while others struggle against their destiny. Gao Fei asked, Then what do you choose? Taking a deep puff, Tianchen answered, I don't choose. I just want to live on with all of you, because only living brings hope. Gao Fei said, Only by living can there be hope. He then handed a cigarette to Gao Fei. Gao Fei reached out for it. He trembled slightly, and Tianchen immediately comforted him. Tears streamed down Gao Fei's face as he began to cry. Tianchen spoke, Let's go, it's time to go home. It had been a month since the death of Gao Fei's parents. Luolan and Gao Fei were now having a sparring match on the rooftop. Luolan seemed to have developed more than before, while Gao Fei's gaze had become much sharper. With a whoosh, Luolan gathered all his strength and charged toward Gao Fei. Gao Fei only needed to glance at him, and before the punch could reach him, he sidestepped smoothly, successfully avoiding it, not forgetting to comment that Luolan's strike was too slow. She spun twice in midair before landing, wearing a very smug expression as she said, "Now, watch carefully." After saying that, the lines on her shoulders rose once again. She crouched down to gather momentum and prepared to launch herself. This time, she was about to deliver a spinning kick. Gao Fei sneered, "Too fast, huh?" He simply extended one arm, effortlessly blocking the incoming strike. But Luolan immediately launched a sweeping strike. He had to be startled by the speed. In an instant, both drew their knives from their sheaths and pressed them against each other, one aiming at the stomach, the other at the throat. Tianchen used binoculars to observe somewhere, but also made a remark, "Both of you have improved, Fei, your reactions are faster than before. At this speed, you'll catch up with me." He then stepped forward and asked, "I feel like you've been taking out the binoculars to look at something these past couple of days." While observing, Tianchen explained, "I've made a new discovery." Gao Fei immediately realized it was the workshop of Fatty Wei. Tianchen said, "For the past few days, there have been people loitering around the workshop, and many vehicles have been stolen." Gao Fei said, "They're trying to steal supplies from Fatty Wei." Then, Tianchen suggested, "We've rested enough, it's time to set off." Gao Fei said with a hint of sadness, "Do we really have to leave Ji County?" Tianchen replied, "Yes, the supplies here are limited, we can't stay for long. Besides, I still need to continue looking for her." Luolan, upon hearing this, was confused about who he was looking for. After a while, even Gao Fei was left speechless, astonished. He just kept smiling, probably signaling that something was about to happen. Somewhere that looked like a palace, a man who seemed to be part of a pyramid scheme, along with a girl whose curves were as perfect as they come. Suddenly, a voice called out, "Leader Lin, this opportunity is too good to miss." The blond man then asked, "Has Yihao returned yet?" The subordinate answered, "Not yet. But before, we sent someone to check, and Fatty Wei's factory has already been taken over by someone." He snapped, "I feel like all of this is happening too quickly." The subordinate asked, "Leader Lin, what crimes has Fatty Wei committed that caused him to be chased down without mercy? We need to move the supplies quickly." Leader Lin asked, "Yun, do we still have manpower?" She replied, "Didn't we just get those university students a few days ago? It's a perfect time to have them move the goods." At that moment, the man with slicked back hair had a slightly twisted expression. He said, "These kids only know how to eat and drink. Shouldn't we find them something else to do?" The two of them agreed. He gave her an order, "Li Yun, go arrange it." She quickly responded, "Got it." Meanwhile, a car was on the move, and voices from inside could be heard arguing. One person complained, "They clearly called us out here to do hard labor." The other replied, all right, we're just squatting here for now. What's wrong with doing a little work?" The guy with the arrogant scholar appearance said, "Hey, can I have my own opinion? Anyway, you're the elite of the university." The blonde-haired guy immediately denied, "Don't mention it. I was supposed to have secured a position at Wei Jean Company. It was a great opportunity, but now it's all so boring." The guy in the blue shirt chimed in, "I'm even more unlucky than you. My parents want me to study abroad, and the application has already been accepted." The guy wearing glasses raised his hand and said, "Well, now this is great, totally confusing." The girl with a ponytail finally spoke up, "What's the point of talking about this now? We can't just hang around and freeload. Anyway, we have to get something done." The guy with glasses sneered and said, "So you're willingly going to do the hard work? I can read you like a book." The girl with glasses immediately reacted, "What the hell are you talking about?" Suddenly, the car abruptly braked, causing everyone to fall backward. The guy with glasses yelled out, "Damn it, what kind of driving is that?" The driver nonchalantly replied, "We're here." At that point, the group hesitated outside the door, unwilling to enter. The girl with the ponytail said, "I can't be bothered to argue with you, let's just go in." The group of Tianshan was also in this area gathering supplies, get more food, prioritize those that can be stored for a long time. Suddenly, his gaze became a bit unusual. It turned out that their group had run into his. Some of them were scared, some frowned, and whispered, "Huh? Someone else? Has someone come already, so soon?" Tianshan and Gao Fei stood in a domineering way, and anyone who dared to show an attitude would immediately be confronted. They exchanged looks of disdain. Luolan couldn't stand it any longer and spoke up first, "What should we do?" Tianshan immediately responded, "Everyone continue moving the goods, I'll handle this." Gao Fei and Luolan laughed, pleased, and chimed in unison, "Everything's going to be fine." The guy wearing glasses, seeing the two of them walk off as if nothing had happened, was startled. He shouted, "Wait, you don't need to move the goods anymore." He walked toward Tianshan, who was still leisurely smoking a cigarette. The man said, "Hey, buddy, the stuff in this warehouse is ours, we saw it first. Could you please step aside?" Tianshan's tone turned cold as he replied, "Ridiculous. My things are almost moved out, and now you're saying you found them first?" Seeing that he couldn't intimidate Tianshan and was instead being intimidated himself, the man mumbled nervously, We have to go back and drive. Anyway, we were the ones who discovered this place first." His gaze darkened as he asked, "What do you mean? You want to monopolize these items?" The two girls immediately said, "Forget it, this storage is so big, even without them, we can't move everything." He turned to shout, "But they're about to take all the good stuff." One person spoke up, "There are only 3 of them, and they're even bringing a child. It's really pitiful, let it go." The man with glasses cursed, "I don't care. Who's going to pity me? If it weren't for the virus deterrent, maybe I'd be studying abroad by now." The blonde girl, seeming to understand, spoke up, "Looking at the 3 of them, they don't seem that old. Why not let them join our group? We can help each other out." Then, the girl with the ponytail stepped forward and suggested, "You guys don't seem to be that mature yet. The current situation is tough, and you're not safe like this. How about joining our group? If you face any difficulties, we can help each other." He turned his back and said, "No need. You take care of your own things, and we'll take care of ours. Our waters don't mix with yours." Continuing to move, Luolan and Gao Fei were still transporting supplies. The man with glasses seemed to lose it and yelled, "Humph, you don't want the wine I offer, but you want the punishment wine?" The girl with the ponytail immediately stopped him, "What the hell are you doing? Getting angry at the kids?" Then they began arguing again, and he said, "Isn't it better to just catch them and throw their stuff back? We have so many people, are we really afraid of them?" She retorted, "They're all lost souls, struggling to survive. Why must we do this?" Someone else chimed in, "Exactly, stop being so petty." Gao Fei and Luolan exchanged loving glances and said, "I really want to teach them a lesson, daring to look down on us." Tianshan spoke up, "They're all just ordinary people. Why do we need to calculate every little thing?" Meanwhile, the guy with the glasses kicked a can of soda away in frustration, cursing, "Everyone's a good person, but I'm the only bad one." Suddenly, with the sound of the can rolling, he seemed to notice something. In front of him was a new warehouse. At that moment, the call for Leader Lin echoed down the hallway, "Yihao, you finally came back." He asked, "Leader Lin, haven't you sent anyone yet?" The man, confused, asked in return, "Sent someone where?" The young man, panting, replied, "To Fatty Wei's workshop." "You still haven't sent anyone over?" He immediately said, "I've already had some college students move the supplies over there." Wiping sweat from his forehead, he added, "It's all over now." Leader Lin quickly asked, "What's going on?" The man said, "Fatty Wei's workshop is breeding monsters. The entire workshop is filled with them." His face darkened, and he asked, "What?" "Call a Yun over here, quickly." The Tianjin group was going through the supplies they had gathered, including bags, water bottles, and biscuits, all of which were sufficient. He walked over and asked, "Got any cigarettes?" Gao Fei immediately held up a box and said, "A box of 1916, how about it?" He smiled and replied, "Not bad. Enough to smoke for a while." Finally, they decided to set off. Out of nowhere, a girl with a ponytail ran up and said, "You guys should come with us. We have a safe haven. It's safer if we stick together." Hearing the name, he grew a bit cautious and asked, "Safe haven? How many people do you have there?" She replied, "Probably about 100 now. Many of them are strong." He smiled and said, "Forget it, we can manage on our own." She fell silent at his response. Then, suddenly, she ran off somewhere, saying, "Wait here for a moment." Her words left him somewhat puzzled. She then took a gun and said, "You all take this, just in case you need it on the road." He was surprised by both her kindness and the way she treated him. She then reminded them, "The current state of affairs is not good, and you are still minors, so it's better to be cautious." He accepted the gift and thanked her. Tianjin walked over to Gao Fei and called out to him. He leaned in close and whispered, "Leave some medicine for them." Gao Fei agreed. The vehicle finally started moving. Tianjin was resting his eyes a little, while Gao Fei would take over the driving. Luolan looked out the window and saw the two people from the team earlier fumbling with a door, and she muttered, "What are they doing?" The vehicle had moved for a while, and Luolan said, "Brother Tianjin, those two just now seem to be opening the workshop door." He quickly sat up and asked, "The workshop? Which workshop are you talking about?" Luolan casually turned around and replied, "It's the workshop you can see from the front door." He suddenly panicked and said, "Isn't that the one Gao Fei was just asking about, wondering what's going on?" Luolan innocently responded, "Is there something valuable there? Why don't we go back and take a look?" Tianjin, holding the gun in his hand, recalled how the ponytailed girl had treated him so kindly and made the decision, "Stop the car, let's go back and save them." At this moment, the two boys were still struggling to pry open the door. Then the blonde-haired one spoke up, "I've been feeling something strange since this afternoon." The one with glasses, while still trying to unlock the door, replied, "What's strange about it?" "Who knows, there could be a lot of supplies inside this storage room. Damn it, this lock won't budge. The stuff they show in those TV dramas is all fake." The blonde-haired one stepped forward, picked up a gun, and said, "Use this to smash the lock." The scene had now turned to evening. The group, still busy moving supplies, suddenly heard the sound of a gunshot, making them wonder why the lock had been removed. As soon as the door opened, a foul stench of rotting flesh filled the air, causing them to wonder what the smell was. The guy with glasses started to step in, covering his nose, and muttered to himself, "What exactly is this place?" Suddenly, from his footsteps, a hand emerged, and a zombie lunged at his leg, biting into it. He screamed in pain, howling. The blonde-haired one shouted, "Help!" The people outside noticed the commotion and turned to look. Behind the two attackers, a horde of zombies, hungry and desperate, was rushing toward them. Everyone scrambled and shouted at each other to run, fleeing from the pursuit of the infected people who were growling and screaming. The brown-haired man shot flames at the zombies. Two girls ran ahead, panicked when they realized the road in front of them was a dead end. Su Zhao ordered them to quickly grab their weapons and prepare to fight. Seeing that Lu Shi seemed hesitant, Su Zhao fired his gun and asked, "Lu Shi, where's your gun?" Lu Shi replied, "I gave it to those three kids." She was holding a stick she had grabbed for self-defense. Su Zhao became angry, "Humph, our weapons aren't enough, and you're going out of your way to help them." The man wearing a hat turned back and told him, "Stop talking. We'll discuss it after we get through this phase." A zombie growled and moved closer, causing Lu Shi to clench her teeth in fear. She waved her hand and yelled loudly, "Don't come here." But the zombie bit another person's arm, and he screamed, "Help me." Several zombies swarmed around him, attacking as he screamed in despair. Lucy, horrified, saw a zombie standing right in front of her. No, no. The zombie snarled, its mouth wide open as if preparing to devour her. She screamed, "Help! Help me!" Lucy thought she was surely going to die, but then a gunshot hit her temple. The zombie nearby immediately collapsed to the ground. Lucy was confused and looked toward the group of 3 people she had just met. Isn't that them? The gun in Tian Shen's hand was still smoking. Gao Fei and Luo Lan quickly followed with their own shots. Take the shot, Liang Fei Fan. The zombies that were hit began to weaken. Lucy's eyes widened in surprise as the 3 of them moved toward the zombies. The male lead gave an order. All right, ammo is limited, switch to melee weapons. The other 2 grabbed knives and followed, replying, understood, no problem. Together, the 3 of them overwhelmed the zombies, beating them to a bloody pulp. Lucy's group watched in amazement, noticing the bloody hookstaff in Tian Shen's hand. Lucy asked, "Is everyone okay?" She hesitated before offering her thanks. The 2 kids were playing with the creature, and Luo Lan affectionately teased, "Shuang Biao, give me a smile." Gao Fei pouted, "What smile?" "Cry for me." Tian Shen found it really troublesome, these 2. He handed the gun back to Lucy. "Here, take this back." Lucy waved her hand to decline. She said, "Huh? How can that be? I already told you, if I give this to you, it's yours." He continued, "Stop refusing, I have plenty of guns." Su Zhao snatched the gun from Tian Shen's hand. He said to Lucy, "Don't be so polite, it's a kind gesture from him." Having seen Tian Shen's strength earlier, he didn't forget to invite him. "Hey, bro, how about you guys come back to the camp with us? It's easier to take care of each other when there are more people." The male lead declined. "No need, I don't like crowded places." This guy cunningly urged Lucy, "Lucy, that kid seems to like you a lot. Go say a few words to him, maybe it'll work." Shuang Biao started practicing his speech. Tian Shen glanced at Shuang Biao, who was babbling, and then realized something unusual. He asked Su Zhao, weren't you bitten?" Su Zhao was frightened. "What?" He asked again, "What did you say?" "I don't understand." Tian Shen lifted the blood-soaked stick and advanced toward him. "I'm asking you, could it be that you were bitten by a zombie?" Su Zhao stubbornly denied, "No, no way." Tian Shen looked at the bloodstain on his ankle and demanded, "Is that so? Roll up your pants and let me see." He was panic-stricken. How could this be? Tian Shen continued, "The wound treated by Abila heals quickly, and the pain will soon subside. It's very normal to get hurt like this." He realized he couldn't deny it any longer, so he raised his gun and pointed it at the male lead's head, trying to intimidate him. "Don't come any closer." The male lead remained calm. "You should know what happens when a zombie bites you, so there's no need for me to say anything more. This gun is slower than my hand, so you might as well cut it off yourself." Hearing that, he was filled with fear. "Impossible, I won't die." "No way." He fired the gun and repeated, "I won't die." Fortunately, Tian Shen managed to pull Lucy down in time, avoiding the bullet. The man, fearing that everyone would force him to die, fled. Luo Lan was about to chase after him, but Tian Shen stopped him. "No need to chase, he's as good as dead." Gao Fei announced, "Tian Shen, something's coming, over here." Tian Shen replied, "I know." From afar, a blood-curdling scream echoed. Lucy's eyes widened. That's Su Zhao's voice. Su Zhao, whose eyes were wide open, was in a tragic state under the hands of the zombies. This marked the infection of 2 levels of people. The zombie dragged his body away through the hazy smoke. Su Zhao had also turned into a zombie, and everyone was terrified, pointing and shouting, "Monster!" Tian Shen looked at the monster and urged Lucy, "You 2 go ahead." Lucy anxiously asked, "What about you?" The male lead coldly replied, "It's more dangerous for both of you to stay here. Go quickly." The blonde girl also urged Lucy, "Hurry up, if you stay, it'll be too late." With that, she quickly grabbed Lucy's hand and ran. Lu Shi turned back and told everyone, "You all hang in there, I'll go find help." The zombie looked very ferocious. Tianchen hit the monster with great force. "Shut up, stay quiet." The zombie was knocked to the ground and rolled over, groaning in pain. "Ugh, ugh." Luo Lan and Gao Fei were surprised by this. Tianchen explained, "This is a second stage infected that has fully evolved, it can attract other infected nearby." He smiled victoriously, "But the thing is, we've already wiped out almost all the infected around us. Even if it screams with a hoarse voice, it won't help." Tianchen puffed out a puff of smoke from his cigarette. "Leave it to you two. You've been training for so long, it's time to put it into practice. 2 against 1, no guns, don't lose." The two confidently moved forward. Luo Lan held a knife and said, "Humph, watch how formidable this is." Gao Fei, with a sword in each hand, was determined to complete the mission. Both of them charged forward, swinging their knives and guns to attack the zombie. A black car sped along the road. Inside the car, Li Yun urged Oldly, "Hurry up a bit more." Oldly responded, "Sister, I'm going as fast as I can." Looking ahead, Oldly was surprised. "Ha! That's..." He quickly told Li Yun, "Sister Yun, look, it's them." Li Yun also saw it. "That's right, stop the car." Lu Shi poked her head out and shouted, "Hurry up and save them." Li Yun got out of the car and responded, "Don't rush, speak slowly, let's see." Lu Shi was in a hurry. "There's no time, get in the car, I'll explain." After hearing the story, Li Yun loaded her gun and praised, "Those 3 kids are that formidable? They wiped out the entire zombie army?" Lu Shi anxiously continued, "But now there's a monster appearing, it's the same one you all surrounded and attacked back then." Li Yun was shocked. "What did you say?" Finally, they reached the base, and the group stood watching in front of the entrance. Li Yun ordered, "Maintain formation. After entering, follow my instructions." The subordinates shouted loudly, "Understood." Sister Yun bent down to signal for the lead gunman, urging them to move quickly inside. Lu Shi asked, "Is this the place?" One person answered, "Go past the intersection ahead, and you'll arrive." Li Yun wondered, "Why is it so quiet here?" Lu Shi was anxious, could they have? Li Yun raised the muzzle of her gun and ordered, "Follow my countdown. 3, 2, 1, go." The whole team immediately took up their positions, aiming with professional precision. However, upon seeing the scene before them, Li Yun was extremely surprised. A monster had collapsed, lying motionless on the ground. Meanwhile, the other 3 were either sucking on candy or smoking, casually sitting next to a zombie. After the battle, Tianchen commented, "The coordination between the two of you is just average. Close combat isn't your specialty, so why did you fight alongside Luo Brat? You'd be invincible if you leveled up one more time." Gao Fei explained, "It's not that I didn't want to show off my strength, you know?" Luo Lan, who was eating candy, couldn't help but chuckle at Gao Fei being scolded, hee hee. Before she could laugh any longer, she suddenly yelled, "Aya!" As Tianchen landed a punch on her head, "Don't laugh either. How do you compare strength with 2 advanced level zombies?" Luo Lan pouted in dissatisfaction, "No, I just wanted to try a little." Tianchen assessed, "In short, I am very dissatisfied with the outcome of this practical exercise. If I hadn't helped you both by delivering an extra strike, you two wouldn't have done well, and it's possible that that hybrid bastard would have already killed you." The two of them lowered their heads. Yes, boss, you're absolutely right." Gao Fei glanced towards the door, saw a shadow, and reported, "Tianchen, someone's coming." Tianchen reassured him, "Don't panic." The male lead remained calm, puffing on a cigarette. He asked the newcomers, "What's going on?" Li Yun pointed a gun straight at his face, cautious, "Who are you?" Tianchen, still holding the cigarette in his mouth, looked at Li Yun with a feeling of familiarity. "You are." Lu Shi saw the scene and immediately rushed over, "Sister Yun, we're all on the same side, don't shoot." She stood between the two, spreading her arms to block, "He's a good person, he's helped us." Li Yun double-checked, You three killed those zombies and another monster too, right? Tianchen stared at Li Yun and confirmed, that's right, it was her. Hong Dai noticed Tianchen remained silent, so Li Yun asked again, what are you staring at? I'm asking you. The male protagonist was still thinking. Hong Dai, the #1 assassin in the world, once slaughtered 5th-level powerhouses without a scratch. In her previous life, she was already a significant figure. Looking at it, she had even saved me once. Li Yun waited for a long time without hearing Tianchen say anything and seemed impatient. Kid, I'm talking to you. Are you deaf? What's wrong with you? Only then did he speak, it's nothing. You just remind me of a friend of mine, I mistook you for her. Li Yun thought Tianchen was trying to flirt with her, so she crossed her arms and turned away with a sarcastic tone. Kid, this pickup line is so outdated, isn't it? It's really nothing special. Lu Shi stood in the middle, listening to the conversation between the two, and could only smile helplessly. Tianchen noticed that this person was still the same, always speaking bluntly. Lu Shi asked her opinion. Sister Yun, how about inviting him to the base? He's very capable. Sister Yun replied, I know. Li Yun suggested, hey, do you kids want to come to the base with me? Luo Lan, being called a kid, immediately felt disrespected. She shouted, who are you calling a kid? This maid stared at Sister Yun's chest in a daze. She angrily swung her knife, her eyes bloodshot. Damn it, what's wrong if mine are small? They're 1,000 times better than yours, with your big chest. Tianchen had to use both hands to hold her head still, calming her down. Tianchen asked Li Yun, are you the leader of the camp? She replied, no, our leader is Lin Shang. Tianchen thought to himself, Lin Shang again, this person can suppress Hong Dai, definitely not an ordinary character. The male lead was surprised. Red butterfly case. Gao Fei explained, it's understandable that you don't know. This is the largest serial murder case in RG County. The victims are either nobles or wealthy merchants, and every time someone dies, a red butterfly is found beside them. After hearing this, Tianchen commented, that killer must be really skilled, right? Gao Fei laughed and replied, not really, but he couldn't beat the criminal team leader Lin Sheng at the time. He single-handedly, with a single gun, captured Hong Dai. The male lead compiled the key data, criminal team leader, Hong Dai, assassin, police, could it be? He walked over to Li Yun and said, we accept. Li Yun was also quite surprised, you really agree to join our side? Tianchen joked, can't hear clearly? Or have you changed your mind? Li Yun replied, no. Tianchen said, then let's go. In another scene, a pickup truck sped down the road. Inside, 3 men were smoking cigarettes, discussing, damn it, Fatty Wei's warehouse has been cleared out so quickly. What should we do now? The boss said we need to be careful, not act on our own, but we can't go back empty-handed. They asked the man sitting in the back of the truck, second brother, do you have any good ideas? If we go back now, the boss will definitely punish us. Second brother, holding a gun, got irritated, what's all the noise about? Didn't we find that convenience store earlier? Let's go in and search. The truck stopped in front of the convenience store. Second brother grabbed his gun and ordered, take weapons, just in case. Entering the store, second brother saw that the shelves were nearly empty, and both the floor and shelves were stained with blood. He raised his gun into a ready position and ordered, go in, start moving the goods. After going out to scout the situation, he heard some noises, and second brother immediately raised his gun in defense, who's there? Come out here, or my gun doesn't have eyes. 2 trembling hands were raised, don't shoot, we are humans. One of them laughed loudly. It was a great beauty. A girl stood up, raised both hands in surrender, stammering, please, don't shoot. The other girl hid behind with a look of fear in her eyes. As night gradually fell, at the base, a delicious hot pot looked very appetizing. The feast began with cheers as glasses clinked. Tianchan and Gao Fei drank their full glasses of beer with delight. The gathering was lively, and Captain Lin Sheng politely said, "Brothers, we don't have much to offer, so if there's anything lacking, please forgive us." Tianchen smiled, "No need to be so formal, I think it's great." Everyone ate and drank joyfully, while Tianchen looked at Lin Sheng and thought, "I guessed right, this Lin Sheng is indeed the biggest leader of the camp. Hong Dai is his trusted confidant. His luck is really good, to meet Hong Dai with Captain Lin Sheng here." Lin Sheng asked, "I look at everyone, and although they are not very old, their skills are so good. Have they studied somewhere?" Tianchen replied, "We trained on our own, it's our hobby." The team leader praised, "Then you three are indeed talented." Lu Shi added, "Tianchen and they killed that monster, impressive, right?" The man with the hat confirmed, "That's right, when they killed the zombie, it was one strike, one kill, really impressive." The man sitting next to him was not convinced. Lin Sheng, recognizing Tianchen's talent, admired him and then offered, "Brother, how about staying with us? We could work together in the future, and we could assign you the position of patrol team leader." The man with the hollow cheeks turned pale. The buzzcut man, dissatisfied, said, "What? Leader Lin, didn't you say the patrol team leader position is for me? This is the best combat strength in our camp, how could you just give it to an outsider?" Lin Sheng looked at him angrily and sat down. "You can talk like that in front of guests?" He still wasn't convinced. "I don't care, the patrol team leader position is the fate of our camp. I don't agree with you giving it to someone else, and I certainly don't think they're just kids with milk breath." Luolan heard that and scowled as he stood up, "A kid whose mouth still smells like milk, show me your skills by retaking the test." He taunted, "Am I supposed to be afraid of you? You little kid, still smelling like milk." Luolan, with his quick temper, lifted a chair, "I dare you." Tianchen ordered, "Stop." Luolan immediately frowned, showing his displeasure. Gaofei, holding a cigarette, tried to calm her down, all right, if you get angry, you'll get wrinkles." The skinny man slammed the beer mug down, "Leader Lin, I have other business, I'll go ahead." He dragged the buzzcut guy with him, leaving quickly, ignoring the captain's call. Seeing his subordinate's disrespect, Lin Sheng quickly apologized to Tianchen, "Tianchen, my two subordinates are a bit strange, I hope you don't mind." The male lead shook his head, "It's fine, it's fine. To be honest, Leader Lin, we didn't come here to join your team. We're here to make a deal." Lin Sheng asked, "A deal?" Li Yun instructed Lu Shi, "You take them outside. We have something to discuss." Lu Shi replied, "Understood." Lin Sheng asked again, "What kind of deal do you want to make with us?" Tianchen answered, "We need equipment, ammunition, heavy artillery, and sniper rifles." Shang Biao, upon seeing some delicious food, immediately started nibbling on it, completely uninterested in anything else. Everyone else was still discussing the current state of affairs. Tianchen continued, "Weapons are essential for preserving life, I know. That's why before coming here, I prepared valuable items for trade." Leader Lin asked, "What kind of items?" Tianchen held the cigarette he was smoking and replied, "Medicines. These aren't any cheaper than guns." Li Yun inquired again, "Medicines? What kind of medicines?" Tianchen responded, "Antibiotics, cold medicine, bandages, medical alcohol, and so on." Li Yun seemed hesitant, "Shang, what do you think?" Lin Sheng calmly picked up his cup of water and replied, "It's not bad, but I'll need to discuss it with the guys in the camp first." As for Lin Sheng's subordinates, they were still upset as they walked down the hallway. "Humph, they're just a bunch of kids still breastfeeding. What is Leader Lin really thinking?" The skinny man appeared worried, "If the patrol team gives those kids the chance, do you know what that means?" The man with the shaved head scratched his nose, confused. "What? What do you mean?" The skinny man, looking dangerous, said, "There are 3 patrol teams in the camp, one under Leader Lin, one under Li Yun, and the third one is in our hands. Do you really think Leader Lin would give the patrol team to them?" The chubby man was stunned and said, "Our people, how can this be? No way, they just met and immediately became the third brother of the barracks. I won't accept this, I won't accept it." His eyes were filled with resentment. I fought desperately and killed to get a position like this, and now these kids, still smelling of milk, come and take it away. He shouted, I don't care, my patrol team will never hand it over. The skinny man yelled at him angrily, keep it down, they're here. The chubby man quickly covered his mouth. The two of them hid in the corner of the wall, eavesdropping on their leader's conversation. Lin Sheng sent Tianchen off, Brotherswa, your alcohol tolerance is really good. This time, I didn't entertain you properly. Next time, we'll definitely have a few more drinks. Luolan and Gao Fei were already drunk, and Tianchen was slightly dizzy, rubbing his stomach. No, Leader Lin, you're too polite. The skinny man gritted his teeth, you little brat. Leader Lin instructed Li Yun, Brotherswa, and them, you arrange for them. I have other matters to attend to. Li Yun accepted the task, don't worry, leave it to me. As Lin Sheng went inside, he reminded Li Yun, arrange according to the guests, try to satisfy them, and it's best to keep them here. Li Yun confidently replied, got it. Li Yun walked ahead and called the other three to follow. Hey, you kids, I'll take you to see the room. Gao Fei, upon hearing this, couldn't help but blush with excitement. Li Yun led them to a luxurious room. Luolan, with great interest, looked around from one place to another. Wow, your place is so beautiful. Gao Fei, knowledgeable as ever, explained, the old fortress here used to be a tourist spot in Ji County, designed by a prince from the Ming dynasty. That's why inside the fortress, there are still some pavilions with ancient architecture. Tianchen, equally impressed, commented, not bad, huh? Li Yun added, a Sheng said this is a historical relic and should be preserved. Today, as an exception, we can stay here. Luolan, holding a vase and playing with it, was somewhat intimidated by this information. Li Yun bid everyone farewell, you all should rest early. Tianchen, expressing gratitude, said, thank you, thank you. The two henchmen standing outside were seething with jealousy. Leader Lin let them stay in that room. The short one remarked, yeah, and here I am still stuck in a tent. The chubby one, rolling up his sleeves in anger, was ready to confront them, immediately interacting with Tianchen's group. The thin man grabbed his sleeve, what are you doing? They're Leader Lin's guests. The fat man, ignoring the warning, retorted, I know my limits. He walked up to the door of Tianchen's room and shouted loudly, where are you? Come out here. Li Yun had not left yet and turned to ask, Ali, what are you doing? He clenched his fist and said, Sister Yun, don't worry about me, I'm here to find them. The skinny man crossed his arms and sneered, fool, there's a good show to watch now. Ali stared at the male lead, you must be Zhua Tianchen, right? The male lead answered indifferently, so what? He raised his hand, his face smug, I'm Ali, let's get acquainted. Tianchen asked in return, you want to shake hands with me? Ali replied, what's wrong with that? I understand etiquette too. Li Yun intervened, Ali, don't do this, they are guests. Ali responded to Li Yun, so what if they're guests? Can't I show some friendship? Luolan and Gao Fei, who were witnessing the scene, were speechless. Ali laughed defiantly, my hand strength is 170 kg, let's see if I can crush you, you annoying little brat. Tianchen looked at him with an indifferent gaze and extended his hand to shake, hello. Li Yun didn't know what else to say. The fat man smirked, watch this. He spoke, then used all his strength, his veins bulging, deliberately trying to crush Tianchen, but it had no effect. His face froze, huh? What's going on? Why is this brat not even a bit affected? Gao Fei, noticing the tense atmosphere, shoved a cigarette into Tianchen's mouth. Tianchen, here, smoke this to calm down. Tianchen, with the cigarette in his mouth, asked Ali, can you let go? Ali, his face turning red with anger, blew smoke out of his nose, this isn't over yet. Ali refused to give up. He gritted his teeth and tensed his body, let's see how long you can endure. Tianchen remained unfazed, your muscles are pretty good, huh? Shang Biao pretended to be displeased. Ali, with his nose running, looked terrified as if he had seen a ghost. Ali fumed, how is this possible? This kid's hands feel like they're made of iron, I can't crush them. Luolan, irritated by the sight, turned to the fat guy, your name's Ali, right? She extended her hand with a friendly smile, my name's Luolan, let's get to know each other. She walked toward Ali with a murderous look on her face, he. And soon, Ali couldn't withstand the strength of the small girl Luolan, let go of me. Seeing Ali walk outside with tears streaming down his face and a runny nose, looking utterly miserable, the thin guy asked, Ali, are you? Wiping his tears and running quickly, he replied, don't say anything, I just want to be left alone. Sob, this is so humiliating. Li Yun had been standing behind him for who knows how long. She called the thin guy's name, Wei Dong. She reminded him, don't cause trouble for me. Wei Dong stammered, what? Li Yun stepped down from the platform, offering no further explanation, you should understand. Wei Dong glared at Tian Shen's group through the window, seething, you little brat, just wait and see. On the grass field, the brothers were working hard at their practice. Wei Dong twisted Lu Shi's arm behind her, assessing, your reflexes aren't good enough, you need to practice more. Lu Shi, clutching her elbow in apparent pain, said, thank you, Brother Dong, for the guidance. Wei Dong told her, take a break for now, we'll continue training later. His face darkened as he saw the three of them, humph, it's those annoying brats again. When Lu Shi saw the male lead, she happily called out, Zhua Tian Chen. She quickly ran up to them, Zhua Tian Chen, what are you doing here? Li Yun replied, I brought them here for a quick tour. Sister Yun asked Tian Chen, how is it? This is our training ground, is it okay? Tian Chen commented, not bad, it's fine. Li Yun invited him, saying, Leader Lin is a talented leader, as long as everyone is here. Before she could finish her sentence, Tian Chen interrupted, let's discuss the deal a little. The younger disciples in the training field started whispering when they saw a stranger appear, who is this person? One replied, that's Zhua Tian Chen, he came here too. He's the expert who saved us the other day. Another person said, it's them. I heard those three killed all the heads of the local gangs, is that true? Li Yin turned to Tian Chen and said, it seems that your popularity is quite high. Tian Chen closed his eyes and acknowledged, feeling a bit troubled. The younger disciples in the training field treated Tian Chen like a celebrity, all of them greeting him enthusiastically, please, Zhua Tian Chen, could you teach us? Or would you consider becoming our instructor? You'd definitely be stronger than Wei Dong. When Wei Dong saw Tian Chen appear, he felt invisible, boiling with anger, this little brat is back to steal the spotlight. He used his authority to scold in frustration, lazing around here again? Hurry up and go back to training. The younger disciples quickly responded, understood. He also declared his authority in front of Tian Chen, hey, buddy, this is a training ground, outsiders aren't allowed in. Lu Shi saw Tian Chen being bullied and immediately spoke up in defense, Zhua Tian Chen is the great benefactor who saved us. Wei Dong stubbornly insisted, today is a personal match, we can't let anyone. Before he could finish, Lu Shi snapped, Wei Dong, don't go too far. Li Yun also objected, I'm the one who decides what happens here. Luolan mocked Wei Dong, with your lousy skills, who'd care? Wei Dong turned red with anger, what did you say? Tian Chen and the others, Gao Fei and Luolan, turned and started to leave, let's go, they're not welcoming us. As they walked away, Luolan stuck her tongue out teasingly, Pht. Wei Dong, unable to do anything, shouted, you. Li Yun quickly caught up with them, Zhua Tian Chen, don't be angry, I'm really sorry, Wei Dong is hard to manage. Tian Chen said sincerely, it's fate that we met, so I'll honestly advise you, that guy will sooner or later kill someone. Li Yun, unable to believe it, asked again, what are you saying? Wei Dong. He answered, no mistake. Wei Dong stood behind and heard everything that Tian Chen had just said. He gritted his teeth and snarled, you little brat, who do you think you are? I've sacrificed so much for the camp, and yet he just arrives and gets promoted right away? He clenched his fists tightly, damn it. Before Tian Chen could leave, he called out, wait. Wei Dong threw off his shirt and tossed it to the ground, challenging Tianchen. Zwa Tianchen, do you dare to fight me? He laughed, his 8-pack abs on full display. If you beat me, I'll give you the training grounds. Tianchen, not wanting to cause trouble, quickly replied, I take back what I just said. Li Yun was surprised, huh? Tianchen muttered under his breath, only an idiot would seek their own destruction like this. Wei Dong, hearing that, was even more enraged. What did you say? He raised his fist, full of fury. Damn it, say it clearly. But before his fist could reach Tianchen, it was blocked by a hand. Gao Fei's hand. Gao Fei threatened Wei Dong, if you want to fight Zwa Tianchen, you'll have to beat me first. Wei Dong, fearless, tried to kick Gao Fei to take him down. I'll make it easy for you. However, Gao Fei was too fast and too dangerous. With a spinning kick, he sent Wei Dong flying backward. Li Yun also admired, so fast. Wei Dong dropped the bag to the ground. Tianchen ordered, that's enough, let's go. Wei Dong disagreed with Lin Shang's arrangement, saying, Leader Lin, we can't let an outsider act so arrogantly like this. Lin Shang replied, Zwa Tianchen saved our people, he's not an outsider. Wei Dong shouted, even so, we can't let him manage the patrol team. Lin Shang reprimanded, Wei Dong, what's wrong with you? I told you back when we were at the police station, never to pressure newcomers. Wei Dong retorted, this time is different. Lin Shang defended Tianchen, he has the ability. What about you? And don't forget about Ali. If you keep doing things that cause internal discord, don't blame me for being ruthless. Wei Dong still pleaded, Leader Lin, you're misunderstanding. Lin Shang turned to leave, enough. I understand your temper, but you need to think before acting. He left, frustrated but powerless, only able to swallow his anger. He replied, I understand, Leader Lin. At the base, people were gossiping, have you heard? I heard Wei Dong got a taste of his own medicine today. He deserved it. Wei Dong swore to take revenge, sooner or later, I'll make you pay. He sat in the car, ordering the gate guards to open the door. The guards, seeing his anger, were also terrified. Brother Dong, does Brother Dong want to go out? Wei Dong raised his voice, what? Do you have a problem? The guard immediately opened the gate for him. No problem, please go ahead. Wei Dong drove the car at full speed on the road. Sitting in the car, Wei Dong gritted his teeth, that little bastard, I won't let you live in peace. In the garden, Lin Shang and Tianchen had just finished a round of beer. Lin Shang complimented, brother, your drinking capacity is pretty good, huh? Tianchen yawned and responded, it's okay, Leader Lin isn't bad either. Lin Shang still tried to persuade Tianchen, brother, I'm serious, stay here. Our camp really needs someone like you. As long as you stay, everything else in the camp is yours, no problem. Tianchen exhaled a puff of smoke, it's still not worth it. I don't like places like that. Besides, I have another suggestion. G County is a small place after all, with scarce resources, imports, and equipment. Half a year is fine, but a full year would really be tough. Leader Lin said, so you think the same way? Tianchen praised, it seems that Leader Lin is a very intelligent person. The captain wanted to hear Tianchen's opinion, bro, do you have any suggestions? Tianchen recalled events from his past life. I remember that later on, you settled in Huabei City, but life was tough and full of challenges. Should I remind you about it? Seeing Tianchen hesitate, bro, if you have something on your mind but it's hard to say, just speak up. Tianchen suggested, what about Huabei City? Leader Lin asked back, Huabei City? Tianchen explained, Huabei City is one of the largest cities in the country, and it's located near Huabei mountain range and rivers. It has 2 natural shields, and more importantly, it has a military district with fully equipped weaponry. Lin Shang found the answer and was visibly happy, great, that's wonderful. Bro, you should stay here. Tianchen still declined, thank you, I appreciate it, but I still have things I need to take care of. Lin Shang felt disappointed and lowered his head but didn't insist on keeping him. Alright, if you face any difficulties in the future, you can come to us. I, Lin Shang, will never turn you away. Tian Shen expressed his gratitude, thank you. The male lead brought up the matter of the transaction. As for my weapons, Leader Lin spoke sincerely, well, we're also very lacking in equipment, we only have 2 pistols. Tian Shen looked up, understanding, is that so? The two of them discussed the matter, and Leader Lin said, but if we are brothers, and you can help us, we can give you the pistols for free. Tian Shen thanked him, thank you, thank you. Lin Shang asked further, do you know about the hydroelectric station? Tian Shen had never heard of it, hydroelectric station. Gao Fei and Luo Lan were strolling by, and overheard the conversation. Gao Fei, curious, asked, what's going on? Upon hearing about the hydroelectric station, Gao Fei rushed over to ask, are you talking about the hydroelectric station next to Ji County? Tian Shen turned to Gao Fei and asked, there's a hydroelectric station in Ji County? Lin Shang replied, that's right, before you came, Ji County had 3 main forces, Fatty Wei's workshop, our old city, and lastly, Lung's people. They took the hydroelectric station as their base. Tian Shen thought the hydroelectric station wasn't too bad. Lin Shang added, that Long guy may be crazy, but he's very smart, works quickly, and decisively. Tian Shen understood, you want me to help you eliminate them? Lin Shang acknowledged, exactly. Lin Shang said, that crazy person's name, working tirelessly, everyone benefits, and often launching surprise attacks. But over the past year, we've been working hard in Ji County. Tian Shen interlaced his fingers and thought, He called a Fei, and a Fei raised both hands, I didn't hear anything. Tian Shen then asked Luo Lan, what about you, you silly girl? Lala shrugged, I didn't hear anything either. Lin Shang thought Tian Shen's group had agreed, and he was overjoyed, if that's the case, it's easy to do. Brother Zhua is indeed straightforward. But then Tian Shen made him lose hope, I refuse. Lin Shang was shocked, huh? Tian Shen explained, I can't risk my life over a few guns to deal with a crazy person. Leader Lin, you keep the guns yourself. Tomorrow morning, we will leave the base. Lin Shang responded, this. With that, Tian Shen and his subordinates left, let's go, get some sleep. Lin Shang respected his decision, Brother Zhua, as I've said before, if you encounter difficulties in the future, come find us. We will definitely help. Tian Shen raised his index finger, I will definitely thank you. Outside the barracks, a group of thugs armed with guns gathered. The leader, with red rooster-colored hair, shouted loudly, is everyone here? When you hear my command later, move up. Hearing the strange noise, Lin Shang looked around and asked, what's going on? Someone hurriedly ran over to report, Leader Lin, it's bad. Brother Long's gang is here to rob. Lin Shang couldn't believe it, what? How is that possible? The sound of gunfire rang out, and the battle was fierce. Second brother of Brother Long's gang commanded, everyone, move up. The boss stepped forward and asked, second brother, what's going on? He inquired about the situation, in half an hour, the internal force will show up. Second brother was uncertain, it's not easy to say, but the first time we attacked the city, we killed a lot of people. This time we're helping others fight, so everyone involved is loyal. Captain Long assessed, the subordinates under Lin Shang aren't bad either. Someone had given an order to the gang, this area is yours. You must take it down for me. Move up, destroy them, and the city, food, and women will all be yours. Everyone, move. It turned out that the informant reporting to Brother Long was Wei Dong. Standing in a dark corner next to a truck, Wei Dong saw the gang leader approach and asked, Brother Long, what's going on? Long said, this time, we've successfully stolen it. The credit will go to you. He rejoiced, thank you, Brother Long, thank you. Long grabbed his collar and threatened, but what if we fail? He stammered, fail? Long growled, didn't you say that now is the time for you guys to change shifts? Why has it taken so long for my men to breach the city and yet they still haven't taken it down? He was terrified, Brother Long, inside, even though it's a pond, it's still Lin Shang. Moreover, the first time we failed, we still had some results. Along slammed him to the ground. Listen carefully, I don't want results. I want outcomes. I want their food, population, and equipment. I'll give you a team, send reinforcements to the south gate. Success is the only option, failure is not allowed. He cowardly replied, I understand. I will definitely complete the mission. Along narrowed his eyes, then hurry up and go. He quickly ran off. Second brother rushed to report, Brother Long, although we're ahead, those cops from Lin Shang are no pushovers. Along calmly lit a cigarette, don't worry, I've made preparations already. Along gave orders to his subordinates, once the city is taken, find a place to kill Wei Dong. Don't let anyone know. Just say he died in battle. The subordinate obeyed, yes, sir. Ali was trying to shoot at the group of people from Brother Long's gang, everyone, just die already. The group scattered, running to avoid the bullets. Wei Dong stood behind a tree, impatient, damn it, this bastard Ali's firepower is strong. Wei Dong asked his subordinates, can you guys shoot well? Hurry up and climb the trees to shoot that guy down. One of the snipers replied, let me do it. Ali was still very aggressive, you guys are like turtles hiding in their shells. Don't think you'll live to leave here, all of you will die. Ha! In the sniper's line of sight, Ali was already in position, the rifle was aimed, and the shooter had his finger on the trigger. Just then, Tian Shan ran over and shoved Ali aside, move. A bullet hit the wooden door, leaving behind smoke. Ali was grateful to Tian Shan, thank you, brother, for saving my life. The missed shooter cursed, disappointed, damn it. Tian Shan calmly said, Afei, it's your turn. Afei, standing on the wall with a rifle, responded, understood. Afei aimed through the scope at the target, noticing someone was also aiming their gun at him, humph, you little brat, you dare challenge me? The man below, seeing someone aiming at him, was frightened, this is bad. And then the gunshot rang out, and he died on the spot. His comrades, seeing him lying motionless, were terrified, he's dead. Luo Lan stood next to Ali and asked him, is your hand all right? Ali, at this moment, realized they were not bad people, everyone. Tian Shen, wiping his gun, said, this is our area to handle, you take your people and go help Leader Lin. Ali was a bit hesitant, but Luo Lan was already stretching and warming up before the fight, heh. Gao Fei confidently looked at Ali, don't worry, just go, tonight is a lucky night. Tian Shen and Luo Lan, guns in hand, jumped down from the city walls, the sound of gunfire still ringing, smoke from the gunpowder filling the city. Leader Lin, while shooting, ordered, hold your ground, we must not let them succeed. One person spoke up, Leader Lin, the south gate has fewer people, you should send someone there to assist. Leader Lin, helpless, replied, we don't have many people left to send for reinforcements. Lin Shang asked Li Yun, Ayun, are you sure you can eliminate that long guy? Li Yun looked through the binoculars and answered, not sure, it's hard to say. Through the binoculars, she saw Long reading a book, and she commented, this bastard is very cautious, there's not a single opening. Not only that, he's very calm. Li Yun, feeling helpless, wanted to ask Tian Shen for help, but Lin Shang refused, forget it, they're guests, we can't let them face danger with us. If there's trouble, we deal with it ourselves. Brother Long sat in the truck cabin and gave orders, take a team, you don't need to kill many, but you must pressure them to fight. The subordinate obeyed, yes, Brother Long. He called over his teammates, what are you standing around for? Hurry up and follow me. Another subordinate reported, Brother Long, shooting like this is really a waste. If we keep fighting like this, sooner or later we'll run out of ammo. Brother Long commented on the shooting, in terms of combat experience, the Lin Shang police are better than us. Do you think you can kill them if you go up? The underling scratched his head, well. Brother Long gave the order, lure their main force to the north gate, that way the people at the south gate will be able to assault more easily, completing the flank attack. He lowered his head, leaning in, Brother Long, you're so wise. Brother Long told him, don't flatter me, the job isn't done yet. Lin Shang and Li Yun pressed themselves against the wall to avoid the gunfire, damn it, do they ever run out of ammo? This isn't going to work, we have to hurry and send reinforcements to the south gate. Ali arrived, angrily firing his gun. You bastards, your grandpa is here. Lin Sheng was as happy as if he had struck gold. Ali cheerfully replied, Leader Lin, I came at just the right time, didn't I? Lin Sheng asked, what are you doing here? How is the south gate? Ali answered, I came up from there. Zhuo Tianchen told me to come here to support everyone. They're already at the south gate, dealing with those annoying guys. Luo Lan, holding two guns, looked incredibly stylish, while Tianchen performed an impressive series of flips. Tianchen used a fat enemy soldier as a human shield, continuing to shoot with his gun. The enemy's teammates, seeing this, were furious. This bastard is using our own man as a shield. He was about to attack Tianchen from behind when Gao Fei shot him. Standing among the motionless bodies, Tianchen complimented Gao Fei, not bad. Gao Fei noticed a familiar figure who seemed to be running away. Gao Fei shouted, that guy, Tianchen, that's Wei Dong, he's a traitor. Wei Dong. Tianchen ordered, damn it, capture him alive. Luo Lan moved like a wave, got it, watch how amazing I am. Tianchen praised, the speed has increased quite a bit. Wei Dong ran for his life, damn it, what kind of joke is this? The people in this gang are too twisted. I must not let them catch me, or I'm definitely dead. As he was running frantically, he encountered Luo Lan, who was hanging in front of him. Hi, hello, where are you going? Luo Lan jumped down to the ground in front of Wei Dong. He gritted his teeth, you damn bastard. Luo Lan laughed provocatively, he. Under the lights, Wei Dong's desperate voice could be heard, you little girl, let me go, let me go. Luo Lan, hands on hips, looked up, don't even think about it. If it wasn't for Tianchen stopping me, I would have beaten you up yesterday. It turned out that Luo Lan had suspended him on a streetlight pole. He struggled, let me go, damn it, if I get out of here. Luo Lan ignored him, just stay there and wait for Tianchen to come and capture you. Tianchen stepped forward, Luo brat. Luo Lan turned to look at him. Tianchen, Gao Fei, looked up at Wei Dong, didn't think it would end like this. Tianchen interrogated, did you bring that bastard, Long, here? I came specifically to inform you about their city siege situation. Wei Dong still hadn't repented, so what if I did? Tianchen replied, I, Tianchen, despise traitors like you. Wei Dong, enraged, said, what do you understand? I've sacrificed so much for the camp. You all just arrived and are already dreaming of stealing from me. If I don't have it, you won't get it either. Gao Fei and Luo Lan burst into laughter, saying in unison, fool. Tianchen ordered, let him down, this fool is still useful. Luo Lan protested, it wasn't easy to hang him up in the first place. Tianchen turned around and walked away, repeating, stop playing around, the war is urgent. Luo Lan sighed in resignation, fine. Wei Dong, with a pitiful expression, pleaded, hey, wait a minute. Luo Lan ignored him and gave the rope a tug, causing it to snap. Wei Dong fell freely to the ground. Luo Lan didn't let up, holding onto the rope still tied around Wei Dong. I'll drag you along just for the fun of it. The three of them walked together, with Luo Lan dragging Wei Dong, stumbling along the road. One of Brother Long's subordinates, using binoculars, was watching them. Wei Dong's been captured. Those three are really twisted. I must tell Brother Long. Gao Fei turned around and noticed they were being watched. He immediately raised his gun, they're really asking for death. Through the binoculars, the red-headed man saw Gao Fei preparing to shoot and panicked. A shot narrowly missed the pink-haired man, hitting the door behind him. Fortunately, he managed to dodge it and sighed in relief, that was really close, my little life almost slipped away. Looking back at Tianchen's group, the pink-haired man was frightened, those guys are really terrifying. Luo Lan, feeling relieved, thought the stalker was dead, but Gao Fei corrected him, not yet, he managed to dodge. Tianchen calmly said, it's fine, let's focus on the main task first. At that moment, the two gang leaders came face to face. Lin Shang glared at Brother Long angrily, while Brother Long grinned, seemingly pleased. Hee. Brother Long appeared confident of his victory. Lin Shang, open the door and surrender, I might consider letting you go. Lin Shang firmly replied, not a chance. Standing above, Lin Shang refused to back down. Do you see? My people outnumber yours, and we have more guns. You won't be able to hold out for long. Brother Long tried to recruit Lin Shang to his side. I see you're a talent. We could enjoy this together, come join my team. Lin Shang sneered, I'll never surrender to someone like you. Ali and the group of followers from Lin Shang, who were quick-tempered, said, if you want to fight, then fight. Let's see who wins and who loses. The other guy chimed in, that's right, who's afraid of you? If you're good, come over here. Mr. Long sneered, what a bunch of fools. He asked his subordinates about the news from the south gate. One of them reported, I've sent Scar over there to check, he should be back soon. Mr. Long triumphantly said, once the south gate falls, we'll definitely win. Tian Shan had already returned from the south gate and was now standing before Mr. Long. He asked, are you Mr. Long? You don't seem all that impressive. Your men in the gang have already been dealt with. Mr. Long frowned, huh? Lin Shang saw Tian Shan and immediately called out, bro, everyone. Tian Shan said, don't worry, Leader Lin. The south gate has already been taken care of. Tian Shan pulled a person out from behind the wall, come over here. Tian Shan then asked Mr. Long, do you recognize this person? Wei Dong, who had a broken tooth, was squinting, his face bruised and begging, Mr. Long, please save me. Lin Shang recognized him as one of his subordinates, Wei Dong. Mr. Long remained silent. Wei Dong desperately pleaded, Mr. Long, please save me. Mr. Long adjusted his glasses, not caring for the cries for help, useless trash. Li Yun asked, Zhua Tian Shan, what exactly happened? Lin Shang darkened his face, isn't it clear as day? Wei Dong is the one who caused all of this. Lin Shang looked at Wei Dong, you're the one who leaked our confidential information. Wei Dong was filled with fear. Leader Lin Li Yun, upon realizing this, became furious and pointed his gun at his head, damn it, you're really bold. Has the camp ever treated you badly? Wei Dong glared at Tian Shan and Gao Fei, bitter, this kid just got here, so why does he get such special treatment? Why? He admitted, that's right, I told Brother Long everything about the equipment, the food supplies, and the manpower. I reported everything to him. I couldn't stand being underestimated by you guys. Wei Dong stubbornly still believed in Brother Long, wait and see, Brother Long will kill all of you. The women and the treasures will be ours, and I will be the one who has done the most. Ha ha ha. With one shot, a bullet struck the traitor Wei Dong in front of the shocked Li Yun, Lin Shang, and Gao Fei's group. The person who fired the shot was none other than Brother Long, the one Wei Dong had trusted, who had betrayed Lin Shang to follow him. He coldly shouted, shut up. Tian Shan commented, it seems like this guy Long is truly a madman. Long arrogantly said, Lin Shang, it looks like you're not fit to be a commander. Let me take over and manage these people for you. Lin Shang looked at him with resentment, nonsense. He continued to smile, why are you looking at me like that? You should be grateful that I've taken care of this traitor for you. Lin Shang cursed, scum. Tian Shan advised, Leader Lin, don't let him provoke you. For now, just focus on defense. Lin Shang realized he had been too hasty, you're right, I was a bit reckless. Lin Shang ordered Li Yun, Yun, take some people and go check the situation inside, be careful, and retreat immediately if needed. She responded, understood. Lin Shang said to Long, all your men sent to the south gate are dead. Shouldn't you retreat by now? Long, still unaware of any retreat, looked up and laughed loudly, retreat? Why should I do that? So what if all the men at the south gate are dead? I still hold the upper hand here. Do you think it's difficult for me to occupy this place with so many people? Gao Fei asked Tian Shen, should we go up? Tian Shen replied, don't get excited. They have so many people and guns. If we act recklessly now, it will only lead to death. Gao Fei held his gun and surveyed the situation. Alright, just give the signal if needed. By the way, where's your scope? Gao Fei coldly replied, oh, do you think that toy is better than my eyes? Brother Long, standing at the bottom with his subordinates, shouted, Lin Shang, it's not too late to surrender now. Lin Shang, standing above, shouted back, don't even think about it. Brother Long grinned perversely, then don't say I didn't warn you. He then gave the command, bring them out. A group of masked individuals with their hands tied were brought forward. Brother Long's gang shouted, move it, get over there and follow orders. Tian Chen was surprised, huh? One person struggled, causing the bag over his face to fall off. It was old Mei. Lin Shang, seeing a familiar face from above, called out, what are you doing? Brother Long smugly spread his arms, Lin Shang, these are your subordinates. There are even some civilians among them. So, how does it feel to see them again? Moved? Lin Shang, furious, asked, what do you want? Brother Long raised his hand, giving the order, take off their masks. The masks were removed, revealing that they were all Lin Shang's underlings, who began shouting for mercy, let me go. Leader Lin, where are we? What are you going to do to us?